Quickies! Quickies. What's up, movie lover badasses? Fat Samurai Guy here, continuing horror movie marathon. And today I just got done rewatching Dead Silence. Yes, unrated. Now, I'll be perfectly honest with you, okay? This movie came out back in 2007. And when it came out on DVD, there was a lot of buzz going around about it. And I remember a lot of people at my job and work were kind of like, oh, man, Dead Silence, man. Oh, Dead Silence. Blah, 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 blah. Everybody was going crazy. And I was just excited. I was like, oh, shit, this must be a great movie. You know, this was really good. So I went out and bought it on DVD. And I watched it, and I hated it. I fucking hated this movie, okay? I was bored. The movie felt really generic, stupid jump scares, and I just was not feeling it, okay? It just was not working for me. I got so sick and tired of hearing the fucking stupid wannabe Freddy Krueger 1, 2, here he's Freddy's coming for you jingle that they had in the damn movie. Her name was Mary Shaw. She had no children, only dolls. And if you scream... I was just like, God, if I have to hear that one more time in this fucking movie, you know... So I didn't like it, okay? And many years after I've watched it on DVD have passed. And I've kind of noticed in the horror community that a lot of people really love this movie. They really like it. I'm talking like this film has built up a cult following. And I was just kind of like, why? Why? So I was like, you know what? You know, I bought the movie many years ago. I only watched it once. Never decided to revisit it until now. And I have to say, being a little bit more patient this time, and I didn't know the movie was directed by James Wan. From you horror buffs out there know that he did The Conjuring and the Insidious films, at least the first two, as well as the first Saw, directed this film. So I didn't know that. So when I saw his name in the credits, I kind of sat up and I was like, all right, let me pay attention. I'm a little bit more interested and invested now. So I watched it, and man, you know, when you give movies a chance, again, sometimes you can have a different result. Now, I don't love this movie. I still don't think it's a masterpiece, but I really did enjoy it watching it for a second time. I realized there weren't as many jump scares as I thought there were the first time. The creepy makeup effects of the Mary Shaw's spirit was still pretty creepy. Really creepy atmosphere. Nice little theme song. I mean, that's what, you know, horror movies nowadays, you don't really get cool themes anymore. And I enjoyed it for what it was. I did enjoy this movie, and it surprised me very much. For you Dead Silence fans out there, I'm sure you already know about it, but there is an Easter egg that I noticed watching the film today of when you pan across her lair, not necessarily her lair, but the stage where she performed her ventriloquist acts with her puppets. If you look closely, you will see on the bottom the jigsaw puppet from Saw is like sitting there chilling. So I was like, ah, you know. So I was having fun. I was like, all right, I'm having fun with this, you know. And I kind of like the fact that if you scream is when she gets you, really, you know. And what happens when people freak out and see something that scares the shit out of them? They fucking scream, right? So that was cool. That was something different. The ending was a little hokey. It wasn't a bad ending at all, but it was a little hokey. But still, overall, a very well-made, well-done horror film. Now, if you put it up there amongst other horror movies, obviously it's going to pale in comparison, in my opinion. But if you put it up there with the genre that it's from, which is the puppet horror movies, it's definitely one of the best. I mean, we're talking about the Puppet Master films, the Child's Play movies. I mean, I even enjoyed Stuart Gordon's Dolls. I even thought that was fun to watch. But I totally get the creepy factor. I get why people are bothered by dolls, you know. I mean, if you go back to one of the greatest movies ever made, Jaws, the character Quint sits down, and when he's talking about the sharks, he's like, when, you know, a shark's eyes are like a doll's eyes. They don't seem to be living. You know, it's awesome, you know. So in a way, I can see why some people get a little creeped out by dolls. And if you compare this film, Dead Silence, to that piece of shit Annabelle movie that came out, you know, Dead Silence starts to raise on the coolness meter a lot more. So I'm kind of starting to think it's underrated now. Would I go around saying it's the greatest horror movie ever and it scared the shit out of me? No. But I did enjoy it for what it was. It was a really good puppet horror film, and I highly recommend it. So I give Dead Silence, the unrated version, 3.5 out of 5 chainsaws. See you guys next time. And give horror movies a chance.